I'm being tortured by a sanctioned CIA program.
You're actually arrested. What?
Tuesday, May 7th, 2024, Marion County, Florida. The police receive a call from a Dollar Tree employee reporting that a man is yelling incoherently while holding his children who are screaming for help. The situation is certainly unusual, but officers must respond urgently to prevent a potential escalation and get the children out of harm's way. I'm Tyler, and this is your daily dose of crime.
I'm not violent. I don't intend to hurt anybody. I'm not mentally ill, even though they want people to think that. I'm severely abused and targeted and persecuted.
What happened today?
I started preaching over there and giving a testimony about what I've been going through, and the Walmart people came over and said, you can't do that there. If you do that there, we'll call the police. I said, okay, can I come over here? And I drove the car right over here, and I parked it right there, stayed in the car talking, didn't even come out or nothing.
Oh, okay. Is there any other family that lives with you?
My wife, she's working down the street at the health store.
Oh, okay.
The vitamin store down the mall.
Do you guys...
I just dropped her off, and I was on the way home.
Where do you guys live at?
Out in Umatilla.
Okay. Oh.
So who's got my kids? And this is serious. I love my children. This is kind of random for an innocent man to have his children taken away from him.
I just got here.
Explanation.
We just got here, so we don't know yet.
You don't know who has my children?
Another officer's in there with them.
With them.
So just making sure they're okay.
Can you understand my concern since this land is crawling with people?
I understand.
Do you understand that? You probably see a lot of that on your feed.
He's with.
Okay, good.
They're with one of our officers right now. We just want to make sure they're okay.
I protect my children. I think anybody would.
Did you hear them yelling for help?
No, but I saw people taking my children away that I didn't know.
Okay.
Okay.
I was taking two kids. I got them something to drink.
Okay.
Do you have any mental health diagnosis?
Here we go.
I don't know, because I don't know you. I know that you said that I don't know you. So
we're not going to make this about my mental health. I'm a persecuted Christian.
I'm not trying.
I know you're not. Yeah. You're doing gaslighting procedure of the Freemasons. I know what you're doing.
Okay.
I'm innocent.
I
don't abuse my kids. I don't neglect my kids.
Okay.
I'm severely persecuted. I'm surrounded by witches. Okay.
Okay.
I'm subject to heavy witchcraft attack.
Okay.
I've tried to work in workplaces. I get pushed out again and again. I'm a target of the Vatican.
Okay.
Okay.
Has somebody tried to hurt you?
I'm a target of the Jesuits. I'm being tortured by a sanctioned CIA program.
Okay. What is happening to you? You said you're being
I'm getting pain sensations in my head and my wrist.
Okay.
Probably linked to medical malpractice and remote technology or something. I don't know what's going on.
What do you do?
It's not natural. It's not chastisement of God. I'm being hurt by men.
What do you do to combat that?
Just keep living life.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
I keep living life. God reduces the pain. The pain's still there, but God brings comfort. Because I'm protected that way. I got the helmet of salvation.
Officers speak with the man in the parking lot. His statements are incoherent. He claims to be an innocent victim persecuted by the government and the community and suffering from both governmental and spiritual attacks. However, he consistently shows genuine concern for his children. It's clear that the man is mentally unstable, so officers will work on finding a way to assist him, but first they need to ensure that children are safe and in good condition.
A house where you live? Where do you guys sleep at night?
Oh, yeah. Sorry. Can you come sit right here? Okay. You guys got some snacks in there too. Can you guys tell me about where you live at? Do you have a house, or do you guys stay in your car, or?
I stay in a bus.
You stay in a bus? Oh, that's interesting. Is it a nice bus? Is it big? Is it small? Can you tell me about it?
Oh, I think it's pretty big.
Do you like that? Yeah? Do you guys stay by yourselves, or who lives with you?
Can you repeat that?
Who lives with you in the bus?
Mom and Dad and Isaac.
Just y'all four?
Yeah.
Okay. Nobody else stays there? Do you guys stay at a house in the bus, or is it in the woods somewhere?
It's in the woods somewhere.
Gotcha. Okay. Do you guys have any other family around, like grandparents or?
No.
No? You got some more snacks right here too. You see these? You want me to open it for you?
Yeah.
Okay. Do you guys have any friends that you talk to or see? Yeah?
No.
No? Has anybody tried to hurt you?
No.
No? What about in the past? Has anybody hurt you guys in the past?
Still no.
No? Okay. Or do you feel safe with mom and dad?
Yeah.
Yeah? Okay.
Both children who had called for help due to their father's delirious shouting appear dangerously malnourished and in poor hygiene. When questioned, the officers realized that the children don't live in ideal conditions. How could they be living under the care of a mentally unstable person? The officers need to find out more and track down the children's mother to understand the full situation and take appropriate action.
Where's mom at now? I know dad's outside, but where's mom? Do you know where she works?
Someplace in the villages.
Is it a store?
Yeah.
Or it's a store? Your dad said something about a health food store.
Yeah, it is.
Do you know the name of it?
No.
No? Okay. Alright.
It seems the children live with their parents in a bus out in the woods. They only eat pre-cooked rice during the day, as they have no way to cook and they rely on a neighbor for water. The situation is deeply concerning to the officers. How is it possible that they are living under these conditions? The children can't remember the last time they took a bath, and from their hygiene, it's clear they haven't bathed in days.
Give you some coloring books and crayons, and that you could go to the back of the table where the cameras are if you want.
Okay.
But I gotta go make some calls myself too.
Gotcha.
Do you have their date of birth and stuff yet?
Date, she kind of knows. She doesn't know what his date of birth is.
Okay.
You've been with him the whole time?
I'm sorry?
You've been with him the whole time?
I have not been with him the whole time because I've been with the kids and different other people.
Yeah, because I just got here, so I'm not sure
Yeah.
exactly what the story was.
My name is Sergeant Warren. I'm going to tell you what the story is, but before I go about, I'm going to just read you your rights, and that no one's in any trouble, but it's because I want to ask you some questions, and we're obviously doing an investigation. I'm sure that the other sergeant explained it to you, so just want to make sure that you do understand that. Oops, I have a Spanish one. So 1 second, let me get one from
a little bit of Spanish from Duolingo.
I don't know. I don't know where I grabbed that one and got that one. Oh my goodness. Montalvo, when you get him seated, come back, please.
When the children's mother, identified as Cassie Quick, arrives, one of the officers questions her. Cassie explains that this isn't the first time her husband has gone through such an episode. She mentions that he had stopped taking his bipolar medication some time ago, and despite her efforts, he refuses to cooperate. The situation is complicated. She claims to be pregnant and has no one to help her. She works 2 jobs to support her children, and her husband is supposed to take care of the kids. But things keep getting worse, and Cassie doesn't seem to fully realize how her actions and decisions are affecting her children.
I was just going to say, let me see your card. I grabbed a Spanish one, and I don't speak Spanish. So, just want to talk to her for a few minutes. So I need to hear. Thank you. Okay. So you have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can and will be used against you in a court of law. You have the right to talk to the lawyer and have him present with you while you are being questioned. If you cannot afford to hire a lawyer, one will be appointed to represent you before any questioning if you wish. You can decide at any time to execute these rights and not answer any questions or make any statements. Do you understand each of these rights? And having these rights in mind, do you wish to speak to me? Can we talk about this? Okay. Thank you. Okay. So, when did this start with him?
So the first inkling I got of his bipolar was probably about 2 years into our relationship.
Which would be around when?
I mean,
Before
we've been
or after
together 11 years. This would be 11 years now, so probably 2016 maybe. And this was maybe like once every month or so, like every other month or so, he would do what you see in there, like rant and rave and like preach. He called the street preaching. And at the time, I didn't really think too much of it. I was like, that's kind of weird, you know? It's like, but if that's what he wants, you know, free speech, you know? I said, go ahead, because people are all different colors and backgrounds. And I said, go ahead, you know, I don't see any harm in it, you know? But as time started going on, I noticed it turned like into like an every month thing. And then like as the year was going by, and like there's like a slow decline. And so like I noticed more times where he would be agitated and just pacing around. And, you know, it was probably like maybe about 2 years ago that I was like, hey, honey, you should probably go talk to somebody. And he's like, no, I don't need help. I said, no. And since then, he just kind of like pushed me off. And
Was he diagnosed bipolar? I hear you guys saying bipolar.
He was diagnosed bipolar about 6 years ago.
Where's that here? Or?
No, that was in Pittsburgh. And he was prescribed lithium carbonate.
Okay.
And he was okay for a while. He was still having on and off episodes, but he was on a really high dose. And so it was having side effects where he was like feeling nauseous and he was getting headaches. And I told him not to get off of it, but he ended up getting himself off of it. I said, look, just break it in half and just half the dose for yourself. If you feel that way, I said, but I don't want you to just go off of it simply because I know the side effects, you know, getting off your medications like that.
When did you guys come to Florida?
This will be almost a full year.
Okay.
Almost a full
What
year.
brought you here?
Well, I'm going to school for integrated health science, and so like there's a lot of opportunity for me with the job field down here, and also the climate is ideal for me to garden, and so that's why we moved down here.
Okay.
It's just a beautiful climate, and, you know.
So did you guys have a place to stay, or where do you stay at?
We stay in like the country, so in Matilda.
Okay.
Yeah.
What's your address? Do you have that?
Yeah. I have it memorized.
Okay. Did you already get it? The
Here's the
actual.
one on your license you told me.
Is that the
It's
physical?
the one on my license, yeah.
That's your physical address.
That's my physical
Okay,
address,
gotcha. And is there a house there, or where do you guys stay at?
It's a schoolie. It's a converted school bus.
Oh, gotcha.
So
Okay.
it has like we're on solar power. We have electricity with running water. We have everything like that.
Okay. So
We
you do have electricity
different
and
beds
water.
for the kids and stuff. Yeah, we
Okay.
have all that.
Okay.
Yeah,
You guys
it's
have.
a little rustic, but it's all is there. Yes,
Okay. You guys have food.
yes, we have food.
Okay. So do the kids go to school?
We homeschool them.
Okay.
Yeah, we
What
haven't
grades are
found
they in?
a homeschooling program for them yet, but I've been teaching them via different sources on the internet, different videos, and then we have the curriculum school books that we
Okay.
go by.
Okay.
Yeah,
So no specific program. Just
not a program that we found yet, because
Okay.
we're still looking to find the right one that fits us.
Gotcha. Okay. Do you homeschool him, or does he? Or is it a
I
both?
proactively homeschool him. I try to get him to homeschool, but he's like in the past couple months I've noticed things like he hasn't been doing like house chores, and sometimes he'll forget to like come and like I have to remind him a couple times to come and get me from work because he just gets sidetracked online. I guess he looks at Instagram or something. And like the dishes they need to be done right now, and just like stuff like that, like little stuff, you know. So
Does he work at all?
he doesn't work at all. And I told him, I said, you need to be busy with something, you know, for yourself, for your mind. You know, it's like go find a church, go find a fellowship. I said, why don't you just find something part-time that you like. Go work at a nursery, go find a factory job, just something where you're like in the zone, you don't have to interact with people.
And you said you have 2 jobs.
I have 2 jobs.
Where do you work at?
Lake Nutrition Center and Cracker Barrel.
Okay.
And I'm an online student right now.
Cassie shares that the children have never attended school, but she plans to start homeschooling them once she finds a suitable program. Since then, the kids have been staying at home with their father, but things have been getting progressively worse. While Cassie works, her husband does nothing around the house and neglects the kids' care and the state of the home.
Yep.
So does he take care of the kids when you're at
He takes care of the kids while I'm at work.
Do you have any concerns with him taking care of
I
the
don't have
kids?
any concerns, no. My only concern is whenever he starts, like today, I don't have any fear of the kids being in danger. I just feel like other people will view him as a danger because what he's saying and his tone of voice sounds more hostile. So,
Hey, this is the DCF. I think he told you we were calling them.
yeah.
Okay. This is Mom. This is Mom.
Yes, I'm on.
Dad's over there. We have determined he will be under Baker Act since
Okay.
then. The children are inside, so who do you want to speak to first? Kids?
Children.
Okay. Want to let you stay? And
I'll stay.
we'll get you in there in just a few minutes, okay? I didn't let her talk to them yet. because I didn't want any kind of coaching going on. I mean, she looks like clean and whatever, so why are you leaving this, is my concern. Oh, this is the other supervisor. Hold on one second. Gotcha. Hey, can you tell me where the officer is?
Yes, they're right back there.
In the stores?
Yes.
Okay. Sorry, wait, you started to ask me something. You started to ask me something. Okay, so.
Hi.
Hello, guys. This is a friend of mine.
Miss Lily. Is that your name? Lily. Okay, and Miss Isaac?
My name for short is Lily, but
Thank you so much. Thank you.
But they call you Lily.
Yeah, that's what she told me.
Okay. Is that your name?
Yeah, that's
And what's Mom's name? Do you know?
Casey.
Casey. I heard that you guys know one of my friends. Do you remember Mr. Kari? He's a really tall black guy with dreads. You remember him? No?
I don't.
No, he came out to your house before. You don't remember him?
No.
No? Can you kind of tell me what happened today?
It's like a simple normal. It's why he started overreacting because he really wanted to throw it on the woods.
Oh, so you guys were with Dad, and then what happened? How was Isaac overreacting?
A DCF agent arrives on scene after the officers request assistance. The agent speaks with the children to document the facts and assess their current condition. Both kids are with an officer in the store's storage room, playing with various toys, laughing and having fun, which makes it easy for the DCF agent to talk to them and gather more information about their lives. Authorities need to know the full truth before taking further action.
What was he
You need a
doing,
break, or
though?
you good?
I was just wondering what we were doing, where we were at.
Big rack for him.
I figured.
Her maybe
What did he
criminal.
start
We're
doing?
still trying to he's left this, knowing this. So we're still trying to determine on that
Was he?
side of things.
And everybody's seen him? Isaac, were you waving
I already
your
got all the
hands?
written statements, they're all filled out.
How were you
and I
doing
gave
it?
them
Show me.
all.
I started work at 10 o'clock in the morning, so the dad should have made him something. But
So you didn't see if they ate
Yeah,
before?
whenever they're home, they never tell me that they're hungry, or they always eat. And I see like on our bed, like I'll see like empty bowl of noodles, you know.
So they just kind of like fend for themselves and go get
no, we
like.
cook for them.
Oh.
Yeah.
So
Oh no,
they didn't
oh no,
eat?
trust me, they don't like go ahead and make their own stuff.
So they didn't eat before 10 o'clock, before you left?
They should have ate, yeah, they should have ate. I was at work all day, so I don't know. You would have to ask him.
Right, but you said you got to work at 10, right? So were they still sleeping?
The girl was still sleeping.
Okay.
The boy, he
So
just woke up. My boy.
So then you guys woke him up, you guys got in the car, went to work, and then came home?
Yeah.
Okay. Or well, he came over here, obviously. Okay.
Cassie talks to the DCF agent and explains that the children bathe about every 4 days and often eat only noodles, rice, or canned food, as she's not home and their father doesn't contribute much in those areas. Quig knows she can't maintain a family on her own, but still the responsibility falls on her. How will the officers proceed with the case?
What's going to happen right now is you're actually going to be arrested. What? Yep, and I'm going to explain to you what's going on. Okay? But first you're going to go with this officer and then we'll give you more information.
Turn around. You gotta take this one.
Are you authorizing them to, if they pass the background, to give your kids to this person?
Yeah,
Otherwise,
I don't have another option.
I mean, the other option is they would provide
Yeah,
a home,
yeah, I
foster
do.
care and family.
Yeah,
Okay. Would they be able to keep your children long term?
I don't know.
Okay.
But I had to
Where is
one
she
at
at
list.
so she can talk to me? I was going to say, I need
She's coming back to get me.
she's not here yet?
She's, well, she should be here.
You get to the car. I'll take that. Do you have anything on you? Like in your pockets or anything?
My wallet, my keys,
When we get over
my
here,
headphones.
I'll get that.
The officers inform Cassie that she'll be arrested for child neglect. Despite the poor nutrition, hygiene, and lack of education, authorities pointed out that she had previously been offered resources such as the Florida Hope program, but chose not to use them.
You're the one in this relationship that's competent. He is not competent. He cannot care for these kids. He cannot be left in charge of these kids. He can only be in their life if he can not cause mental or physical or emotional harm to them. If he's doing those things, he cannot be the caregiver for sure right now. And if he was on medication and mentally stable and getting the help he needed, that'd be totally different. But you're leaving him in this care knowing this has been an ongoing problem, that he's getting progressively worse, that we've got people calling because your kids are in distress being left with that.
I don't have any resources.
I'm sorry?
I don't have any resources to help.
But you've got to be independent.
I need resources.
You can be in a shelter. They can be in school, or at least they're getting food throughout the day, and they're getting
so like
they have to have baths daily.
Help me! Don't hurt me.
They have to have baths daily. But the DCF has been to your house already twice. You haven't done anything to try to improve.
They haven't told me that. This is the first.
You haven't done anything to try to improve that situation. Instead, you continue to leave him with them. You can't. You've got to physically provide you, not him.
I know, but
help
me. Don't hurt me though.
Yeah, but that has already happened up till now. You've had a chance.
I was given no resources. I was given no outreach.
So you don't know how to be a parent? Only you can make those decisions. Just like we can only give you the resources. You have to actually do that. We can give you the information, but you actually have to go apply yourself to them.
Cassie Quick, age 36, is arrested for child neglect without causing serious bodily harm. According to the Department of Children and Families, they had opened a case against the family before and had investigated them 3 times in the past. Quick's husband was detained and evaluated for mental illness, and Cassie, on the other hand, had a bail set at $15,000.